Kakadosh Boker Tov, Shavua Tov. We're continuing with halachot of Siman Kuf Nun Chet, Hilchot Netliat Yadayim, now in Sif Tet in Maran, where Maran is speaking about the importance of being careful in Netliat Yadayim, because somebody that disgraces Netliat Yadayim is Chayav Nidui, and he will come to Aniyut, he will become to poverty, and he will be uprooted from the world. So he says over here in the footnote in the Rav David Yosef Dalachabra, he says as follows: a person should be very, very careful with the mitzvah of Netilat Yadayim. The Gemara Masechet Eruvin, Daf Kaf Aleph Amud, brings down a story with Rabbi Akiva that he was in the jail, and Rabbi Yoshua Gisim was serving him, and every single day they used to bring him an exact amount of water. One day they found that the Shomer Batsuim says, your water, you have too much. Right? What? Were you trying to break out of jail with coming and trying to dig out of there? What are you trying to do exactly? You have to pour half of them out. And then he only gave him half. When it came to Rabbi Akiva, he said, Yoshua, he says, what? You don't understand that I'm an old person and I need this? He says, he told him the entire story. Okay, so give me water to do Netilat Yadayim. He says, I don't understand you. You don't even have enough water to come and to drink. You're going to start doing Netilat Yadayim instead of drinking. He says, what am I going to do? Right, that is good. There's going to be a death penalty for it. He says it's better that I should die, right, my own death, than coming and being transgressing the words of my friends. They said, he didn't taste anything until he did Netilat Yadayim, right? This is what he did in his elderly years. Imagine what he did when he was younger. And just like if this is what he did in the Bet HaSurim in the jail, imagine what he would have done if he was not in the jail. And therefore the Chachamim say that they warned that a person should be very, very careful not to be mizalzel, to disgrace Netilat Yadayim. And they said anybody that's going to be mizalzel in Netilat Yadayim is going to be obligated to excommunication. He's going to come to poverty. He's going to be uprooted from the word. And the remez is Ain Nun Yod, right, which is Aniyut, right? Then it says Ne'ayakar Min Ha'olam, right? And he says over here, it's going to go and Nidui, right? He comes and he says, how do we have all these three things? Is the Rashet Tevot of Al Netilat Yadayim. So he comes and he says over here, right, when we're talking about this, the concept, this is Rabbi David Abraham brings down this concept of the Nidui and the Aniyut and the Ne'ekar Min Ha'olam. He comes and he says, some people say that if a person is not going to be doing Netilat Yadayim Mechamad Zilzul b'mitzvah, even if it happened once or twice or whatever it is, it's still going to be, right, Aniyut. Right, but if it's going to be just because of somebody's lazy, it says, however, though, if he just did it because of laziness, even though he's got such a very strong punishment, but he does not get uprooted from this world. Now, Chachamim come and they say, and this is based upon Sif Yod, that even though the shiur of Netilat Yadayim has to be a revi'it for two hands, so you need 86 milliliters for two hands, nevertheless, you should always add on, and you should do Netilat Yadayim b'shefa, with a larger abundance. He says, because if you're going to do with large abundance Netilat Yadayim, you're going to be zochet to riches, to become very wealthy. That's what Rav Chassa says in Masechet Shabbat, Tav Samech Bet Amud Bet, shezacha le'osher mechamat shaya notel yadav b'shefa. The only reason why he became rich was because he was doing Netilat Yadayim b'shefa. But nevertheless, don't do it just to become rich, right? And not as if you're doing Mikayim the mitzvah just to be al minan lekabel pras, but you're doing it to fulfill the mitzvah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And according to some of the poskim, if you're going to do Netilat Yadayim b'revi'it exactly, and you have the possibility of doing more, so then that's considered mizalzel b'Netilat Yadayim, and you'll become poor. So the exact opposite, because if you've got the abundance, and now you're coming, you're doing exact, why are you doing exact? Try to do it b'shefa, right? And some people say, no, that as long as you did the revi'it, that is a shiur, so you're not going to come to the aniyut. So obviously a person should be careful with all the halachot of Netilat Yadayim, because look of the great abundance and the wealth and the brachot that a person gets when he's doing all these mitzvot. But besides that, you are fulfilling the mitzvah of the chachamim that the chachamim obligated us.